All right, Keith, it's going to be a busy overnight for a lot of the road crews, especially as we prepare for this messy commute tomorrow morning, right?
Yeah, although, as a meteorologist, one of the most satisfying things is seeing road crews out ahead of something. You remember with our windstorm when we said it's going to flash freeze, and I was out coming back from last trust in the windstorm, and they were already salting, and I was like, perfect. So hopefully this is that situation where there is going to be some treatment to the roads where we're going to see some freezing rain. The only issue here is that it starts as rain in a lot of spots, so typically you have to wait for that to be done or close to done before you can treat the stuff. But right now it looks like all rain, right? And temperatures are relatively mild, 43 in Portland, 43 in Sanford. But cold air is sneaking down already from Canada into Aroostook County, and that's going to push our rain snow line down to the south throughout the evening. So a lot of us initially start as rain over the next few hours. This is 9 o'clock tonight, not a lot of snow on the map here, and even where there is, it's really wet stuff that's going to be hard to accumulate. But eventually, as that cold air wedges down, you can see that rain snow line pushing to the south. This is 2 a.m. tomorrow morning, and we've got an area of freezing drizzle and sleet in the pink, an area of pretty decent snow, Bangor, Waterville, Rangeley, back into maybe northern New Hampshire. And by tomorrow morning, most small-scale, mesoscale models don't have a ton of moisture around. So that's good because the temperature profile is that of freezing rain with temperatures at the surface in the 20s. Aloft it's warmer. So we'll see pockets of freezing drizzle, that's how I'd characterize it, and then snow across northern Maine continuing. And tomorrow, off and on, if you're traveling, especially if you're going northwest or if you're into the mountains and foothills, just be aware that some of these valleys will have some freezing drizzle patches. So that's something to think about travel-wise. None of it looks that heavy. And then Friday, we have a system come through with a little snow shower activity, could pick up a quick half-inch or so of snow there, and then we're done with this whole thing, and the weekend is quieter. So ice accretion, this is not going to be a power outage situation, just some glazes here and there, especially walkways, which due to the specific heat of them, they tend to cool down faster than something like pavement. Also has to do with something called albedo, but that's a whole other segment for a different day. And snowfall amounts here, we are going to see some snow. Greenville, maybe up into Rangeley, 6 inches or so. Bangor, I think 3 or 4 inches. By the way, this includes all the way through Friday, so some of these areas will take a little while to kind of get some of that snow all piled up or quasi-piled up, by this winter standards. After that, we're quiet through the weekend into next week, and the next thing I'm watching is not this weekend, but the weekend after. So, but it does look pretty good. But anyways, I can't help it, guys. Come on.
I know.
It's January. If we're gonna do it, let's just do it. But it does look quiet until then. The weekend looks actually pretty nice, 30 to 35. Nice stretch in here. Temperatures in the mid to upper 30s. A lot of sun. And again, we'll see what happens. There's a signal out there for something next weekend. At this range, if I'm being honest, do I know if it's going to be out to sea or not? Not really, but I'm grasping.
All right. You do that. I'm taking it one day at a time.
All right, fair. I like that.
Thanks, Keith.